Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. So, regulars to the show will recognise today's creator's name. We haven't done them since episode 747, but we first did them back in episode 142. We've done them 6 times in total and they've got everything from a 6 to an 11. Today's is possibly their best map to date. But before we have a little look at the map, let's have a look at BonBonB 2's latest offering, my second channel, where I've started a Civilization 6 Gathering Storm Let's Play. Playing as the Spanish, and am I going to choose sailing, or am I going to go for animal husbandry, astrology, mining, or pottery? We'll find out by clicking the link which is down in the description, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give me a little bit of a boost over there as well. But if you want to give me a boost over here, the easiest way of doing that is by... That's right, hitting that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day, so thank you for your support. Today's map is Anahera Angel Farmlands by speedtraxxdj. speedtraxxdj, as we say, 6 times in the past, a 6, a 9, another 9, a 2 10s and an 11. So that's 2 9s. 2 9s, 2 10s. There's your start square, looks very workable to me, like that a lot. Something's gone wrong with this, as has with the shipping route, as you'll see later. It's a mod, I don't know what it is. I've not installed anything new. Very confused. There's your resources, a bolder splash of colour you will not see. And then off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, After Dark is listed. I believe you. I don't know. Moraine Farmlands theme is today's theme. You will need network extensions too. The Service Rock Pack, unlimited trees, because there's a lot of trees, and the Norway Spruce. The recommended LUT is a relight average, so we'll be using, relight average is the recommended LUT. What do you take me for? I'm not obsessed with realistic 1.2. I'm not. Oh, it's you voted it in, not me. Anyway, German at the top, English at the bottom if you want to read, because speedtraxxdj is an amazing, amazing bilingual creator. Thank you very much for that. Okay, more than me, I tell you. We have lots of these plopped, beautifully detailed intersections, and of course, because of the Moraine Farmlands theme creator, old friend of the show, Ikanya, we've got some great textures going on in today's map. Now, what will turn a few of you off, I feel, is the lack of any undulation. It's a pretty flat map, pretty damned flat. We've got this one with lots of power. There's definitely a lot of power going on here. The windy mills. We'll go through this parade of windmills and onwards. Yeah, the map looks amazing. We've basically got a great theme. We've got a great LUT. No hills. Don't have to have hills on the map. And if you're not using hills on the map, you need to define it with something. And you can do that with rivers, you can do that with forests, you can do that with your network, of course, and you can do that with what's the word I'm looking for? Resources. Now, we've got an ongoing problem on the, we'll talk more about that in a moment, you can see a bit of the vanilla keys there, just clipping through a little bit too high for the roads. And that will be an ongoing thing. And we will see that again, just in case you didn't know what ongoing meant. So yes, you can define your map using various different tricks. If you haven't got, if you're building the Netherlands, for example, use other tricks. And speedtraxxdj has definitely done that here. Now, is it what have we got going on? A little bit of a wibble going on there, where the road bends the other way. Yes, speedtraxxdj has used other form, and I don't get it myself, but I can see how it could be used. So I'm basically going to pretend that I get it. Like again, another nicely detailed intersection here. What I'm talking about is things like with the maps that have like lots of blocks of marked out fields, where I often say, well, you could pretend that you're buying fields. You could buy a field at a time and expand slowly into the fields. Well, you could do something similar with this, although it's not so defined in terms of what's fields and what's not. We will see later when we'll pull back later and I'll show you. But yeah, you could do the same sort of thing if your imagination is better than mine, because clearly my imagination doesn't hold up to doing something that isn't so straightforward as buying fields. There you go. We'll just head down this way. We're now heading in towards Start Square territory, so prepare yourself. It's going to get exciting very soon, because today we have got not one asset, it's a pack of assets. And although it's not a pack of assets I would normally use in one of my regular builds, because I'm European and I'm very set in my ways, because I'm old and grumpy with no imagination. But it's an amazing pack. It's an amazing pack. We'll go check that one out in a moment. Start Square intersection, and even in the Start Square intersection we have got the vanilla keys poking their nose up over the highways. Meanwhile, somewhere in here we've got a pack. And it's this one right here, the Historic American House Pack by Smilies. Smilies, probably the best new creator on the workshop, if you can call them new, and if you can define best. And these are just amazing. This is one click. It's not even a collection, it's a pack. It's just amazing. Anyway, factoids, because while we're here, factoids. Sergei Diaghilev was born on this day, the 19th of March, in case you're watching tomorrow or any time in the future, in 1872. His original ambition was to be a classical composer, but he was advised against this by the famous Russian musician Rimsky-Korsakov. Diaghilev then settled instead for the world of dancing, and has some claim to have the title of Father of Modern Ballet. Sergei Diaghilev, happy birthday. Oh, it would be your birthday. You'd be about 150, thereabouts, 148, 149. That'll make you too old to dance. Anyway, Historic American House Pack by Smilies. This is an outstanding collection of buildings. Takes a lot of time. And again, if you go over and subscribe to this, rate it up. Always rate it up. It's not just YouTube videos that need rating, it's workshop assets. And this one, well, if you can't rate this up, I don't know what you can rate up. Right, Historic American House Pack by Smilies, today's asset of the day. Let's head back to those highways, shall we? Well, we've seen probably enough of them. There are more, and they crisscross and bend and wind around the map in a entertainingly interesting way. It's not a stretch. It doesn't annoy the map. It won't annoy you looking at them. It does its job. They do the job fine. Anyway, we'll head off into the fog, which means we'll have a look at the rail. And yes, I still haven't got the fog working. Fog's not working. The top-down views are greyed out. The shipping routes will be greyed out as well. Frankly, at the moment, I don't know what is going on. This is more my new system. And I haven't... Let's say I'm using the same settings as yesterday. Why would that be any different? Anyway, perfect height for a rail bridge over a river like that, I feel. So, let's say that. Let's go with the positives, shall we? And there's plenty of positives with this one. It's possibly just a little bit disinteresting on a fly through like this, but I always do this anyway, so let's not break the habit too much. This bridge, however, is a little bit on the low side. It's dipping its feet in the water and needs to be raised just a smidgen to prevent rust. And then we'll keep cruising. So yes, oh yeah, the second channel. I've been waiting months and months and months to get this up and running. Oh, hang on. This rail tunnel here, it just dips down into the ground, and I feel we've also got a little bit of foliage poking through there as well. Minor issue. But I'd like to see that slope tapered out from at least, say, this point, at the very least, if not further back, because this does have a realistic vibe to it. I mean, a fun fantasy realistic vibe. We've also got that one's a bit too submerged as well. Just needs upping a little bit. Yes, where were we? Yes, so been looking to launch a second channel for the longest time. Got some ideas for it, and I've got some ideas of how to... Oh, and this bridge as well could do with a smoother up ramp. Water systems. We'll talk about those after the intermission. And which way should we go? Should we go this way? We'll go this way. And I've got a way of tying in the two channels more closely with some good crossover content, some relevant crossover content that won't require you to watch both channels. I'm not going to make you have to watch something over here and then something over there. That's not how I work. No. I'm a good boy. My mummy said so. So yes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some content that is relevant over here to what's over there. Because at the moment it's like Cities Skylines here and not Cities Skylines there. And so what I'm going to do is I will drag some content that ties in better with this channel onto this channel that matches up with one of the games over on the other channel. Does that make any sense? No? Good. Then there'll be some sort of mystique about this, won't there? Anyway, right, we are heading off to where the fog would be, which means we can take an intermission, and we'll come back in a few moments with the shipping, or lack of. Hi, BonBon here. If you're a big fan of Let's Plays but are bored with the same old cities, I can highly recommend checking out This Old Gamer, a Let's Play worth watching. Click the information button now to find out more. And back to the shipping. Now, I'm assuming there's no shipping on this map. I don't know for sure because we've got this. And when I remember, because we get this every now and then, when I remember what mod it is that causes this, I do find out in the end, I will put it right. Water flow, well, we can check that out though. Now, if we come down to ground level, you'll see that we have water pumping and sewage already in place in these very intricate junctions, rail junctions. Whether you like them or not, up to you. I don't have an issue with them, not in this sort of map anyway. So anyway, rail junctions with, there's your water source there. We've got some pipes already in place. They do already link down into Start Square. And we've got a river there if you don't want to use them at all. The map as a whole, very flat. But you can see we've got this like khaki type pattern. I'm talking about buying into areas and using your imagination. That's what I'm talking about. Let's have a quick look at some more of these junctions. Make sure any of them don't have the vanilla keys clipping through. We'll not check that one out. And that one has it as well. Yep. And then I think there's at least one more. We followed that route down there. Followed that route down. This one up here. Excellent. And all of them have it. It's not going to take more than a couple of taps of move it to fit. Oh, hang on. We do have some rocks on the road there as well. You see that? Yeah. Just some fine tuning. Just some fine tuning. Excuse me. And just some fine dyeing here. Yeah. Corona has got me. Sorry. Where were we? Right. We've got... Over here we've got a terminus. A rail terminus with, well, 4 lines and lots of industry, and you know what, it looks amazing. And it has got 4 of them. Join in with me if you know the routine. It's everybody's favourite factory. Oh, hell spells. Right, what have I started? Anyway, we'll follow this rail back. That joins up over with that one of those junctions with the pumping. And we've got a terminus over here as well. But yes, how you'd expand your city using these tree boundaries maybe, rather than actual buying in farms. Bit of detailing there on that start square roundabout. It's not the start square, but start location. And the same over here. So yes, you can restrict yourself with maybe the lines of the trees and say these are the buildable, zonable areas. I think there was originally that was the main road down there, but it hasn't been painted back in with trees since it's been moved. Is that a problem? You tell me. You tell me. Anyway, what do you think of this map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month in the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. What do I think? I think it's a shoo-in. Do think it's a shoo-in. I don't think it'll be the best map of the month, but I think it'll. If it doesn't appear up there, then my name is Pebble Dash. Pebbles there, you see. That's the first thing I could think of. Right, okay, what do I think? Aesthetically, pretty solid actually. Okay, it's sold up by the theme and the LUTs, but the design is strong. I don't think it's going to win any awards, but I think it just edges into that 4-star area. So, while being uninspiring, it's pretty. 4 stars, yeah, go 4 stars. Detailing. We got a few silly little repeated errors that could do with tidying up. I'm going to give this one a high 3. High 3 for detail. And for gameplay potential, I think there's plenty of options for this one. I'm not inspired myself, but I can't see any reason to mark it down. And so I think we can give this a pretty strong, buoyant 4 stars. So yeah, 4 stars for gameplay. All told, it's just about strong enough and vibrant enough and interesting enough. I think we can just about give it the BonBonB seal of approval. I mean, it's not my most exciting map of all time, but I can't see any reason why it wouldn't get it. So there you go. Have one of those as well. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. Don't forget, head on over to BonBonB 2 for your fix of Civilization 6, and as of tomorrow, or tonight, sorry, as of tonight, Outlast 2 with reaction cam and my face. Well, most of my face anyway. The rest of it's been gnawed off by vampires and zombies.